Hi guys, here I am. Sorry, change of venue again. So when I was trying to think of something to plan for this week as far as classes, the weather changing and having the cool, crisp mornings, I thought it'd be great to get outside and do some meditation outside. So I'm sitting on my back patio right now. It's a little chillier than I thought it was going to be, but that's okay still. So yeah, I got a hat on because it's a little chillier. I got my blankie, I got my UGG gloves, I got Kleenex in case my nose drips. So today's class is going to be meditation for your senses. And what that means is I'm going to guide you through breathing, and we're going to go through the 5 senses. So sight, hear, smell, taste, and feel. And I'm going to walk you through that, and when we go to the different sense, I want you to focus on, like if we're doing sight, like what are you seeing? And so this meditation is not meant to be done with your eyes closed. It's meant to be done with your eyes open. And that's okay. Most people think you gotta have the eyes closed. You do not. So eyes open today, and we're gonna focus on the senses. And when I recall your breath, as we're talking about the senses, really focus on directing the breath towards that sense. So what you're seeing, like the different sights, if it's sound, what are you hearing? And that's why this is a good class to get outside to do, because there's so much beauty that we all take for granted, right? Out in our nature, our environment. And I guess another thing that kind of inspired me for this class was the horrific fires that are happening out west, California, Oregon, Washington, even Idaho now, when the sky looks like all red and orange and people are having a hard time breathing. We take for granted that we're sitting here in Ohio and we're breathing just fine. So grab a seat. If you don't want to go outside, maybe sit by a window at least, so at least you're seeing nature. If you can get outside, great, get outside. Maggie, here's the chewy. So take a comfortable seat wherever you'd like to. Even if you go sit in a park, or like I said, if you can't make it outside, then sit by a window, so at least you're seeing some nature. So for the first part, we'll bring our eyes to close. I know we said we're going to keep our eyes open, but bring your eyes to close just to center ourselves. Begin to let the outside world go. And bring your awareness onto yourself and onto your breathing. And so my quote for today is, stop measuring days by degree of productivity and start experiencing them by degree of presence. Stop measuring days by degree of productivity and start experiencing them by degree of presence. And that really ties into this meditation class today, to really be present in your surroundings, present for your loved ones. Be focused on the here and the now. You don't need to worry about what happened before. You don't need to worry about what's going to happen next. Be present in the moment with your breath, with where you live, with what you're doing, with what you're experiencing. Take a couple more breaths here. Gently blink your eyes to open, and we're just going to inhale, reach your arms out and up. Exhale the hands on down. And again, inhale, reach those arms out and up. Exhale the hands on down. One more time, inhale, reach those arms out and up. Exhale the hands on down. Close your eyes, set your intention for today's practice. Place your hands down. Blink your eyes to open. And so we're going to start our breathing. And all it is just focusing on your natural breathing, not trying to deepen or lessen your inhalations and exhalations. Just breathe naturally. Try not to alter it. So our first sense we're going to go through is sight. So look all around you. What do you see? Do you see green grass? Do you see trees with leaves that are mostly green? I have a couple of trees in my yard that are starting to turn a little bit, starting to change color. Do you see flowers still in bloom? Because we're at the tail end of summer. Breathe into what you are seeing. Look at the beauty of what you see. Do you see a blue sky? How we take for granted our blue sky, even our gray skies. I know we live in Cleveland, so it's more gray than it is blue sometimes. But it's not red or orange. We don't have a fire going on, scorching our beautiful land. We are at peace here. Are there clouds in the sky, fluffy white clouds? Are there dark gray clouds like it might rain where you're at? Is the sun starting to peek through? Is it starting to lend some warmth to your day? What do you see around you that you can appreciate? That you can send your breath to and be grateful for? Observe all the beauty around you. Take it all in. Be thankful for these moments that you get to see everything around you. I see the branches blowing in the wind. You can tell it's starting to be fall. The trees blow a little bit more than they used to. They make that little rustling sound. We're going to move on to hearing. And if it helps you to better focus on what you're hearing, truly what you're hearing, not what you're seeing, you can close your eyes and really observe, what are you hearing right now? The one thing I love to hear when I meditate in the morning outside is I love hearing the trees and the leaves rustle when the wind blows. I love hearing that sound. It reminds me of fall. It reminds me of snuggling. It reminds me of cozy sweaters and blankies. Do you hear any birds chirping? Do you hear any crickets? Hear cars going by. I know it's not maybe part of the natural environment, but it's part of your environment. Do you hear a train going by? Do you hear buses picking up kids in the neighborhood? You hear that brings you a sense of comfort? What do you hear that you are grateful for? you hear bees buzzing? Do you hear dogs barking? Do you hear construction in your neighborhood? Be grateful for all that you hear. And be present in this moment. Send your breath to all that you hear. Be grateful. We're going to move on to our sense of smell. Again, eyes open or closed. What do you smell? This morning it smells like fall to me. The crispness, the coolness, yet it's still a little bit warmer than deep into the heart of fall. It smells fresh. It smells clean. I can breathe the air freely, willingly. You know, we're all wearing masks right now when we go out. But as you sit here and breathe it in without your mask on and observe the nature that you're smelling, seeing, hearing, really enjoy that breath, to really breathe freely. You don't have a mask on because of a pandemic. You don't have a mask on because of tremendous fires. You can breathe the air willingly, freely. Your lungs can completely fill up. They can completely empty without restriction. Smell the freshness of the air. Be grateful for what you can smell at this moment that again we take for granted. On now to our sense of taste. I know it may seem strange to think of taste. Wow, like what can you taste? But there is something you can taste when you're sitting outside. If you like rub your lips together, open your mouth a little bit, you can get a taste of freshness, a taste of clean crispness. What do you taste in your mouth when you're breathing in the fresh air? I taste cool, yet at the same time I taste warmth. I taste freshness. Maybe as you're sitting out here breathing, maybe when you're breathing in the cool, fresh morning, maybe it makes you crave something that you would normally have on a morning like this. Maybe it's that warm cup of coffee that I'm dying to get to when I'm done with this. Maybe it's a fresh pastry that you have in the morning. Maybe it's a nice cold glass of water that when you drink you can taste it go all the way down. grateful for what you can taste. And lastly, we're going to move on to our sense of touch or a feeling. What do you feel when you're sitting right here, right now? Do you feel a little chilly? Do you feel comforted by maybe the blanket or the hat you have on your head? Do you feel the breeze blowing against your skin? Are you grateful that you can feel the ground or the seat that you sit on? Do you feel nature reaching out to you? Do you feel nature hugging you back right now? Offering all its gifts up to you right now? Do you feel that love? Can you return that love back to nature, back to your surroundings? Do you feel a sense of calm, a sense of peace? A sense of being present in this moment. You feel a sense of being grateful, of being blessed for all that you have. You now to put all those senses together, your sight, your hearing, your smelling, your taste, and your sense of touch. Put them all together right now. And really breathe into those senses. It can be overwhelming how much you take in through our senses. How much love you can truly feel, see, hear, taste through our senses. How these senses really can help us focus on being present. Overwhelming sense of being humbled right now. I'm so deeply humbled by the luxuries I'm feeling, seeing, tasting, hearing right now. It's such beauty. Beauty that I'm embracing right now. And beauty that I will try not to take for granted. I will try to treasure it always. Be thankful for these moments. Take in a few more breaths here. Really being present with your five senses. Bring your hands up to your heart center. Thank you guys for practicing with me here today. I greatly appreciate all your love and all your support. Remember to try and base your day on your level of being present, not your productivity. May you be safe. May you be healthy. May you be happy. And may your mind be at ease. Together we bow and say, Namaste. Thank you guys so much. If you want to keep sitting where you're at, if you're enjoying being present, please do so. Please walk yourself through your senses again. If this is something I've been trying to do since Malin went back to school, because I have some free mornings now, to really appreciate the beauty and nature that's around me that we all take for granted. And yeah, so like I said, if you can't get outside, sit by a window at least. I love you all. I miss you all so much. Take care, have a great day, and enjoy the fresh air. Bye.